Where are you from?
I'm from Philly, man. North Philly to be exact. 21st and Dolphin.
And what was it like growing up in North Philly?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit, it was tough for real, but my folks, like, we wasn't down bad for real, but like my folks had it, but we still was in the trenches, you mean? So like just being around that shit, like it was crazy, but you learn to adapt and shit. But like after a while, my folks, we had moved out of the city, you mean? So we was always back and forth. But that shit get crazy though, you mean? You just gotta keep your head on the swivel out there, for real, for real.
And so did you come from a musical family?
Mm, nah, not really. Nah, my cousin sing. Like my little cousin, they be rapping and shit. But like the generation before us, nah, not really.
And so how did you get into music?
For real, it was just like I don't know, bro. It's just like how I express myself. You mean like growing up, like I really like it was like real hard for me to express myself and shit. So like and I used to listen to Meek Mill a lot. You mean growing up in Philly and shit, listening to Meek and shit. So that was like all the motivation right there. You mean I'm like, damn, this is. And then my cousin, like I said, my cousin singing shit. So I was with him a lot of shit. He used to write raps to me and shit. I was writing my own shit. After a while, like that shit just started getting better, and I just like, yo, we gonna do that. But at first, I was like holding back and shit. I didn't want nobody to know. I didn't want nobody to know I rap and shit. You mean, like motherfuckers judgmental and shit. So I was like, but then after a while, it's like, fuck it.
And so what was the first song that you wrote and
The
that you
first
put
song I
out?
wrote,
Yeah.
that shit was probably, let me see, damn. It probably was So Fly, for real, featuring my cousin Mark Brody. That shit old, that shit like 2012, I think.
Oh dang, you've been in
No,
the
that shit
game a
probably
minute.
like, bro, that shit probably like 2012, yeah.
And
That
how did people receive it?
Um, I mean, my family fucked with it. I mean, we ain't really like. I mean, it was on some like I don't know, bro. It was some different shit. I mean, it was 2012, so I don't know. A couple of motherfuckers was fucking with it and shit, but it was just that for real.
So you mentioned that you really started making music in 2012. So it's about 10 years later, right?
Yeah.
At what point did you decide to like start taking it seriously?
Mm, probably like 2017. For real, like 2017, like when I really like started dropping music and shit. So yeah, 2017.
And what made you decide to like really start going hard in 2017?
Cause folks is fucking with that shit, bro. Like everybody, like, bro, you hot, bro. Like the guys, like everybody, like, bro, that shit hot, bro. You mean? Free tone, I mean, book, you like, bro, that shit. You mean? So, you know, it's that. You mean? And that shit just kept getting better and better, bro. Like every song just kept improving. So, and now we here.
Did you have you experienced any challenges along the way in your music career?
Yeah, I had doubts and shit. Like that's probably what everything you mean, but like doubts like this shit gonna go far. You mean like niggas really fuck with me like fake love and shit. This normal shit. You mean that people go through trying to chase dreams and shit. That's all.
And so what did you do to like get over those doubts?
I said fuck that shit. I just kept pushing. You mean like niggas not on the wave, then they ain't on the wave type shit. You mean like youngster told me, he said only person that can like stop you is you. You mean like so like I took that shit. He said like I had linked up with him. That was probably like 2020 when he came to Japan and shit. And I was like, yeah. And that's when he told me that shit. And like since he told me that shit stuck with me, you mean? So like it's just all me for real, for real.
So how did you end up linking up with Black Youngster?
I was in the military. So I was stationed out in Japan and shit. And my man City, it was his birthday and shit. And he flew Black Youngster out to perform and shit. And I was rapping out there going crazy too. And I was plugged in with City and he was like, yo bro, I'm gonna get you to open up for him. And like when he had came in and shit, we was in the VIP room We was just chopping it up and shit, freestyle, fun, perform. After the show and shit, we left. He was like, "Yo, bro, like, pull up to the B&B and shit." And then it was just that from there.
Wait, so what was it like rapping and performing in Japan? Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah, bro, that shit different for real, bro. Like they really was fucking with me. I mean, like I'd be in the club out there, Japanese girls coming up to me and shit, like on the guys, like they coming up with their phones and shit, like K-Lane, K-Lane. I'm like, yeah. So that shit was crazy for real.
Would you rather have a music career in the States or in Japan?
In the States.
Why you say that?
I feel like they'll relate more. You know what I mean? So it's like I won't like. How can I say this? It's like I don't know, bro. It's cool for them. I mean, like they fucking with the Japanese and shit. Cool, you mean? But it's like I'm really speaking to the trenches. You feel me? So like over here, it's like I know what's going on. You mean? So it's like I'd rather have them and be with them type shit. You mean? I'd rather have that fan base. There's nothing against Japanese people. I love y'all.
What was your most memorable experience in Japan?
Opening up for Black Youngster. That shit was lit. That shit was turned.
And so, did you collab with any Japanese artists while you were there?
Nah, but I had linked up with A-Witch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we had linked up a couple times.
Hard.
Yeah, bro, she crazy. She pulled up to my studio session. We linked up a couple times, and my man Brazy, he out in Japan right now. He going crazy out there. But other than that, nah.
So A-Witch she really in the trenches in Japan, like.
Bro, she popping, bro.
For real? I thought she lived in the States.
She got cribs everywhere, bro.
Oh, everywhere?
Yeah.
Dang.
She around.
And what was that creative experience like?
That shit was different. I mean, cause she really like, she know English, but it's like, she don't know like that much English. I mean, so it's like she played some of her songs and shit. Like she was trying to tell me what they mean and shit in English and shit. I'm like, damn, that's some real shit. You know what I mean? So, but that shit was just a whole different experience, bro.
Does Japan like have sort of like urban areas like Philadelphia that you would like people would consider the trenches?
I mean, nah, I don't know, bro. Nah. Say nah, really. Everybody just be doing their own thing for it. They got Japanese gangs out there, John. But I don't think they got like blocks and like, I don't think it's shit like that.
So earlier you mentioned that you dropped your song in 2012 and that your family was rocking with it. How do they feel about your music career thus far now that you know what I'm saying, you're building your catalog and you're performing?
Shit, they love it even more. You know what I mean? Like, they see the vision, you know what I mean? Like, that shit's like, they be saying like, damn, like that shit, like, they be really feeling that shit, I mean, because it's real, you know what I mean? Everything is authentic, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm able to like, you know what I mean, speak that shit into words and shit, you know, like in lyrics and shit. So, that shit, they fuck with that shit.
Are you independent or are you signed to a label?
No, I'm independent.
Is there a reason why you're independent? Is it like you have an entrepreneurial spirit or you just waiting on the label?
I ain't waiting on nobody for real, but it's just like, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna just stay independent, just keep grinding, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, you know what I mean? Like,
Would you accept the deal?
if it's the right deal,
What's the number?
I think I'm worth a couple of M's, bro. I don't know, I'm really hot for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do like 2 for real. 1.5, 2, that's cool.
And so what's your biggest aspiration with your music?
As far as
Like where do you want to take it?
take this shit to the top, bro. I'm trying to be on like Hov and them status, bro. For real. I'm trying to take this shit all the way there.
Do you write your music or do you punch in?
I be freestyling a lot of them. I be writing some of them.
Which one do you prefer?
It depends on the vibe for real. Like, if I'm in the studio and shit, and, like, the beat crazy, you mean, and the vibe is right, then I might just go on that bitch. You mean, but if it's like a different type of beat type shit with like some sample type shit, you mean, that I really got like talk my shit on, you mean, I probably just sit down and be like, all right, let me get some shit together, you mean, just start writing this shit.
So you and I met on social media.
Yeah.
How important is the internet to artists today?
Bro, that shit super important, bro. Like, I wouldn't have met you, you mean? Like, this was like when I had the show in South Carolina. You mean, boy commenting under my picture, bro, DM me. I shoot South Carolina, you mean? So, like, that connect whenever that happened. So, the internet, like, that's an important joint right there.
So I want you to imagine something with me. K-Lane is riding his Ferrari in LA. He got the top drop. Who's playing on the stereo?
You said what?
Who's playing on the stereo?
Besides me?
Everybody says that. Yeah, besides me.
Besides me, I probably play some Meek. Like Meek for real, cause that shit is like, if I'm in a Ferrari, bro, I'm like, dang, you mean, like, I'm that nigga, you mean, like, I came a long way type shit, you mean, like, I be playing Meek, I be getting that inspiration, you mean, that motivation, so it's like, alright, this shit there type shit, you mean, so that shit is gonna boost that shit, you mean.
Have you linked up with Meek yet? Since y'all are from like the same town. Is that a collab that you're looking forward to, or?
For sure, yeah. One day, yeah, that shit gonna happen.
Who are your top 5 artists of all time?
No order. Of all time. I fuck with. Let me see. I fuck with Meek. I fuck with Jadakiss for some of this shit. He tough for I fuck with Dirk heavy. That's my mans. I put Dirk in that joint. Beanie Siegel. And then, let me see. Who another person? Golden Hove.
Right. I like that list. That's a strong list.
I mean, mixed it up a little. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people don't name current artists in their list. Like, you're one of the first people to name somebody.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's because like rap is so competitive, so they all.
And it changed too. It's like Dirk and them, they putting numbers up, bro. Like, it is. Like, God, we putting them in there, baby. I mean, all them.
Has your rap career strained any of your personal relationships?
Like, maybe disconnections.
Yeah, like maybe like disconnections or like your relationship changed, like once you started rapping or once you started working more?
Yeah, I feel like that shit in a relationship. I felt like that shit. That shit happened in Japan and shit. I mean, I was doing a lot of shows and shit. A lot was going on, and I feel like that shit got in the way. So that shit getting cut off for real.
So wait, were you dating someone overseas in Japan, or was this a long distance relationship?
No, I was dating somebody over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were they American? Were they Japanese?
No, she was Dominican.
Yeah. So like, what caused the strain?
Shit, I was too lit. Oh my God, bro, this shit was just like every weekend, bro. Like, I'm in Japan, bro. That shit.
What do you feel about, or how do you feel about the current state of the music industry?
I feel like it's lit right now. For real, for real. Like, everybody with the drill songs and shit, you mean? Like, everybody just be dropping turn shit. So I think it's lit right now. For real, it's cool. Got a couple studios still. You mean?
So I've been like checking you out online, and I realized that you do like a lot of work as far as like networking
Right.
on the internet. Do you have a manager?
No.
Do you feel like an artist needs a manager today?
No. No. All you need is the fucking right resources for real. Like, same shit they getting, you can get too. You just gotta probably work a little harder, you mean? But that's it. It's really how bad you want that shit. You mean? If you want to depend on the manager to do that shit, then that's what you want to do. If you want to get up and get that shit, then, you mean?
All right. So you get that $2 million check you talked about earlier. What's the
Right.
first thing you buying?
My mama house. For sure.
If you could,
Big ass house, too. Shit crazy.
if you could tell someone who's watching this who aspires to do what you do, but they've never made a song, they've never done a show, they don't know how to network, what would you say to help them on their journey?
You can't be scared of failure. I mean, like, you just gotta go, bro. You can't let nothing stop you. You mean, like, because if you do, then you lose. You mean, and that's what they want. So you just gotta keep pushing. You mean, like, just work hard. I mean, stay out the mix. I mean, that shit look good. I mean, just stay focused and shit.
Do you have any projects coming up that you want to talk about?
I just dropped Thug Cry. I mean, that joint got 15 tracks on there. Some songs was made in Japan, some was made out here too. So, like, I think I got four. I think I got 4 features on there. Van Hunter, Izzy, G1, RK Stoney, my man Bravo also.
Do you think an artist's image or their music is more important today in the industry?
I don't know, bro, it depends sometimes, cause I seen like music blow up from a person image. I mean, their image wasn't all that, but once they got on, they image got right. I mean, and again, people got on cause they image, but the music was ass, and when they got on, they just boosted that shit. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. That shit be like, it depends for real.